Yeah, see, he'll be happy being passed around.
What?
Look.
Oh my god.
So men like to get passed around.
So you saying that we be hurting ourselves?
Yes, you
because
do.
We be crying and figuring out what's wrong with us.
Yeah,
right.
He said we are trying to domesticate males. Okay.
Yeah.
They belong in the wilds.
They belong to the
No
streets.
rules.
Correct. They belong in the
Is
wild.
what she said. We're trying to put some rules and handcuffs,
Exactly.
and it's just not how they meant to be.
They not how that, and they don't.
to be
They
like
don't
that.
want to be. They don't want to be in these situations.
Real life. It ain't real life. Just ain't real life. Street Starz. You know what time it is.
So, my next question is,
Just going ham in the
and
comments.
this is actually a request that we got per one of our topics last episode. Okay, do people cheat because their partner is missing something, or is a cheater just a cheater? Like,
Juicy.
you could be the perfect partner and still get cheated on. What do you think?
I can't wait to hear your response.
Oh, that's actually a multifaceted answer.
Mhm.
Okay, because it depends on the gender or the sex. Are we talking about men or are we talking about women?
At
Do
first,
both.
I was talking about men cheating, but
Do
I want to be
both.
fair,
Okay.
so I decided to say partner instead of men.
Okay, because it's a
Talk about
it's a
everybody.
major difference.
wanna
It's a
hear both
major
sides.
difference. Okay, so for men, you have to understand that their biological nature is to pass their genes along in quantity. So women are a reward, and when men are chasing, it keeps them active. And if they never get it, it keeps them desiring. Once a man gets a hold of something and access, his fire is put out, it's squelched.
Mhm.
So for a man to feel alive, he needs to go get new experiences.
Okay.
So he will do that if he wants to feel alive, because you neutralize him by being constantly accessible. Two, if you have a need, men are codependent by nature, and they have a list of rotating needs. If you don't provide that need, you might provide a bunch of other needs, but he might have other needs that you are not providing. So he will go out and get them met somewhere else. So some men are empty on the inside and they need validation. So the validation that they're seeking, they go and constantly go from one person to another. Some men are revengeful and they just want to conquer women. So they'll go from one. There's a multitude of reasons why men cheat. Women, on the other hand, will cheat because of emotional neglect, from dismissiveness. And after a while of being dismissed so much, she will then go get a new experience.
Because we are emotional creatures.
So it's just no help for men.
Hmm?
To stop. I mean, like,
So do you believe that
For
every man is
men.
gonna cheat?
Huh?
Do you believe that every man is gonna cheat if he wants
If he
to feel
if he gets
alive,
if
as you
he
say?
gets the opportunity, yes.
so that's just something that us women, we just gonna have to know in itself, because
Yes. You're not gonna. You what y'all trying to do is domesticate men, and you can't domesticate them. Here's the thing: men need women, and women need each other. So, like I told Real Life, Street Stars, and I told Fresh and Fit, I told them both the same thing. Women were the original pimps. You pass him around. You don't love them hoes, right? Y'all be trying to love.
Ooh,
Y'all
say that
trying
again.
to love on something that you ain't supposed to keep. And then y'all fighting each other over penis when he can just lick on all of y'all, and then you tell them to go on somewhere.
She said we supposed to pass these hoes around.
Yeah, they for the
Why the fuck we
streets.
Why the fuck we
for the
trying to
streets.
love them?
And everybody'll be happy. Everybody be happy. You want to be passed around? Yeah, see, he'll be happy being passed around.
What?
No, look.
Oh my god.
So men like to get passed around.
So you saying that we be hurting ourselves
Yes, you
because
do.
we be crying into figuring out what's wrong with us. And it's
Right.
really-
He said we are trying to domesticate males. Okay.
Yeah.
They belong in the wilds.
They belong to the
No
streets.
rules.
Correct. They belong in the
It's
wild.
what she said. We're
Yeah.
trying to put some rules and
Yeah,
handcuffs,
exactly.
and it's just not how they meant to
They
be.
not how that, and they
not
don't.
to be like
They don't
that.
want to be. They don't want to be in these situations.
But okay, so do you feel like they don't want to be in these situations because of patriarchy, or do you think that that's just really in their nature?
No. Patriarchy has made it so hard for men. They made men get married. These dudes do not want to be in the house. They don't want to be domesticated. They want to be out there, right? Y'all, patriarchy has put a mountain of responsibility on the male that he cannot handle. So society say he has to control his thoughts. A lot of dudes, whether they tell the truth or not, a lot of dudes are attracted to prepubescent and adolescent children. They are. How, logically speaking, men will sit up here and tell you every day, we are visual creatures. We are visual creatures. At the height of their sexual maturation, their penis gets hard from anything. A tree hump, that leg on the table, it get anything. And then they tell you we visual creatures. And then you put them in the house and you put kids around them, right? Then you're trying to domesticate a male, and he keeps telling you how his brain is wired, and women just keep saying, no, it's not that. No, it's not that. You keep trying to make it. So now you tell them, control yourself. But testosterone makes it difficult for a man to control himself, right? So now you put this pressure on him to make him act totally against his nature. Completely against his nature. Then you put responsibilities on him to tell him, be emotionally connected. When testosterone prevents males or reduces their capabilities of emotionally connecting, communication, you force him to try to do that. Then you tell him to take care of his kids. Then you want him to do all this stuff, and he can't handle it. And they don't want to be in these situations. They don't want to live like this.
So let me ask you something. So do you think that with men, with how women like sexualize stuff, it's so easy to get sex?
Mhm.
Do you think that if it wasn't like that, like back in the day, where the only way they could have sex was if they go to the whorehouse or if they got married?
Mhm.
Do you think that if it was like that today, would you think that men would still like step out because everything like sex so easy,
Right.
like booty, coochie, like it's
Well,
just
you
so
gotta
easy to
realize-
get now.
You got to realize women are dreams and fantasies. They're like dreams and goals. Women are the highest aspiration of a male. When you give males easy access to you, it squelches his nature. It kills his drive. It kills everything about him. And he doesn't respect it, right? You respect what you work for. You respect what you achieve. And so why is marriage so important for women when the only reason that men are getting married is to get their needs met? They use women. Women are a resource to men. Men cannot make it without women. They suffer without women. So marriage is not for women. It is for men. It is for men to extend their life, to get their needs taken care of, and so that they can squelch their nature so they don't attack the people at the top who created this. So they expel their energy onto you. That's why men would always ask, can a man rape his wife? Why would he ask that? Because you're not a human. They're getting married so that they can get their sexual needs met, so they can get somebody to feed them and all of that. They're not marrying you because they love you or even like you. So women steady forcing men to be in situations they don't want to be in just so you can live up to a social concept that don't even benefit you as a woman. It kills you. You become a slave.
Often
did hear
said
that.
men get the short end of the stick when it comes to marriage.
Actually,
How?
marriage benefits men. Men live longer when they're married, and women live less when they're married.
Well, here's the thing. You got to look at it from what the male's point of view. He believes that he's entitled to all of the things that y'all do. And you're doing it without being married. Okay. But society places all this pressure on males. They already don't have no value and have to build value. And then when they get something physical like money, which is the only thing that they can attach themselves to make them feel important, when the marriage goes south because the male cannot help his nature, he cannot stop doing what he's doing. He can't stop abusing you. He can't stop being emotionally dismissive. He can't stop having sex. He can't stop doing this. And then you divorce him and take his money. He feels attacked because he can't stop behaving in the ways that make you want to divorce him. That's the reason why they keep saying they have to preach to you through church and everything else. Stay and work through it, because the male cannot stop his behavior. He can't. So they feel like you're taking something from them because they feel like they're entitled to all of the stuff that you bring that they should only get if they reached a level of maturity. They transform from a boy into a man, but most males never go from boy to man. Most males are boys, and they are eternal boys.
So what do you have to say to all the men? Because I always hear men say, oh, well, what do you bring to the table as a woman?
Mhm.
Like, what do you have to say to men who have that approach? Like,
I
in a
don't have nothing.
relationship?
I don't have anything to say to men. I got everything to say to women. It's y'all. You're the ones who want to buy into an illusion of marriage and Prince Charming that you're willing to sell yourself. You're willing to tell a man everything that you bring to get a male's validation, who's going to die if he don't have you in his corner. You don't have no business explaining shit to them.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Shut me up. I am
Yeah.
the table.
I don't answer those questions. What I bring to the table. I don't bring
that
nothing.
with women. Like, I pay to be. I can get somebody to hire to clean.
Well,
and
then
to
do it
all
then.
this.
Do
Like,
it then.
I haven't talked to nobody like that in a long time. Like, even before I got in my relationship now, but that would turn me off so bad if you start saying, "Cause I'm like, okay, well, that's just a turn off."
But
You
it's
start-
like-
it's like you don't even. I like to feel like I'm, the prize. Like you feel lucky to
To
be
have
with
me,
right?
yes.
Have me. I don't want you to be like, well, what I need.
But
you
here's the
for.
thing. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand how males communicate. Y'all talking too much. You don't owe them nothing, because a male, you need to understand, males largely walk around this world totally unnoticed. And they are like kids. They will throw temper tantrums just to get your attention, and y'all still talking to them. You ignore males. You know what they coming for you to you for. So since they coming to you, people only approach people that they want something from. So here's the thing. I don't got to tell you what I bring to the table. You coming to me. And since you coming to me, I don't have nothing. I don't got shit. What you bring to the table? Nothing.
So you think that he should just be like providing everything? Like, I don't have to.
You damn right. Here's the thing, because yeah, you coming to me. You coming to me to use all the shit that I have. Everything that I have, you're coming to me for something. You want something from me when you come. So ain't shit in life for free. So if you want my attention, you gonna pay for it, because I'm minding my own business. I'm not after you. I'm not bothering you. You bothering me. So you want something from me, and everything that you want, somebody is getting paid to do it. You want me to cook and clean? Somebody getting paid. A chef is getting paid. A short order cook is getting paid. Everybody is getting paid for the stuff that you want me to do for you for free. So here's the thing. If you want my attention, you're going to pay for it. And if you don't want to pay for it, you can get out my face.
Somebody else will.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna do it.
I'm not even looking for nobody to do it because I don't mind doing for myself. I'm happy and content with being myself and living out my life experience. If you come bothering me, you're coming to bring something to me, not to take, because I'm not looking for you. I'm not paying you no mind. And I don't need you to do nothing for me. So if you're going to come here and you want me in your life, you're going to add value to mine in exchange for me to be in your presence. If you don't value me enough for me to be in your presence, you can get out my face because I ain't got nothing for you at all.
And that's how it used to be back in the day. But I think that women, like nowadays, I think that they're so in fear of like, you know, like living and just being alone the rest of their lives that they just settle and they, you know, they do things that they wouldn't agree to do.
But back in the
They
day,
settle.
grandma didn't work.
Yeah, she didn't work. She didn't
Like,
bring nothing
so
to the
she at
table.
home cleaning up and cooking, taking care of the kids. Yeah, that's a job. But he's taking care of everything.
Yeah,
so,
and she
that's
was
the difference with
and
now.
yeah, and they were miserable. They were miserable. A lot of them women was getting raped. A lot of them was getting beat. So here's the thing: what do you value? Because if you value money, go make you some money. Right? If you live below your means, and if you go out here and attach yourself to your authentic self and create value, you ain't never gonna worry about no money. Never. And you can live out your life without having to sell your soul to do it. So women listening to men put fear into you about living alone when it's men who suffer alone. They the ones in the hospital or in dying alone. They're the ones who fear living alone because it makes them sick. They cannot survive without women. And they done made y'all cut y'all friendships off with other women who are your social connections and fear being alone because you don't have a parasite attached to your hip.